Ever woken up in the middle of the night with the feeling that someone was standing outside your door? Not a burglar, not a neighbor, just someone's breathing quiet, slow, warm, just behind the thin wooden door. This story happened to a man named Michael. After his grandmother's death, he inherited her old two-room apartment on the outskirts of town. The house stood gray and peeling, surrounded by overgrown trees and a silence in which every sound seemed alien. Michael settled there, not believing any of the rumors. Neighbors whispered that someone had once disappeared from this apartment, but he only laughed until the second night. He woke up at 3 in the morning to a quiet rustling sound. At first he thought it was a draft, but the sound was strange, even like someone scratching the door with their nails. Michael walked over and turned on the light. The hallway was empty, only wet, bare footprints on the old linoleum. The tracks led straight from the door and ended in the middle of the room. On the third night he heard a whisper. At first it was quiet, as if someone were speaking in their sleep. Then louder and louder, more insistent. The words were simple. "Open up. I saw the way you looked." He locked the door, moved the closet against it, and turned on the lights in all the rooms. But the whispering didn't subside. It was now coming from right inside the apartment. The phone vibrated. A video call appeared on the screen. From an unknown number. Artyom answered, and saw himself standing by the door. Only behind him, in the background, someone was breathing. He turned slowly. A second Michael stood in the hallway, an exact replica except his eyes were as black as oil. He smiled, showing teeth as if they belonged to someone else. The light flickered. When it came back on, the apartment was empty. Only wet footprints leading toward the balcony. The next morning, the neighbors found the door wide open. Inside it was empty. On the wall was a hand-shaped stain, as if cauterized, and a phone on the floor with a message flashing on the screen.